Is self-improvement helping you transform your life, or is it ruining your life? That's a pretty scary question if you think about it, because on one hand, we have the potentiality, the possibility for this self-improvement to be our transformation, to lead to a salvation and liberation, a very peaceful, abundant, and fulfilling life. But on the other end of the spectrum, we have it where it's actually terrorizing our life and keeping us locked in a very dark and lonely cell. So I'm going to help you make that determination for yourself so that we can ensure you are ascending up your path to this transformative, really empowering experience instead of going down the other way into that abyss of darkness and suffering. And if you stick around till the end, I'm going to give you 5 techniques that actually help make sustainable and substantial change in your life, because they're based on your very intimate experience and not just some generic BS. And I guarantee you have not heard of the last one. Hello again, friend. This is your mindset mentor here, Joe-Hehn, helping you drastically improve the quality of your life using the power of your mind. I'm sure you've been there before. You're craving something, desiring something with your heart and your soul that so many other people seem to have without even making a big effort out of it, while you're just maintaining some kind of sanity and trying to just make it through your day. You're not successful enough. You don't have the job or the income you want. You're sick and tired of the dating game, but simultaneously you're really sick of being alone on the weekends, and your life looks a lot different than you imagined it would be 5, 10, 15, and 20 years ago. You feel run down. You feel like you don't have that inspiration, that confidence within yourself, and you're really questioning, is this what life is about? Is this all there is? And you have no idea where to start looking for the thing that everyone's talking about, purpose. So you come across that podcast, that interview, that influencer, that self-help book, or that guru who claims to know everything you need to do in order to find your purpose, to find that soulful, loving partner, to have that dream job, that career, the wealth, the fulfilling life. So you buy the book or you jump into the course and you're 10 pages or 10 episodes in, and suddenly you notice that that wave of excitement and empowerment, it starts to dwindle, and ultimately it dies. And then you fall back into your old way of life, your old habits, the unhealthy, toxic, negative thinking and doubt, and all the shame and judgment and anxiety and stress and panic, and just overall being upset and not having a fulfilled life. But then, some new piece of content, some new book that promises everything you've been missing, and you rinse and repeat, and you're certainly not experiencing any kind of sustainable and substantial transformation. And that process in and of itself becomes addicting because of the extremes between the highs and the lows. And we're jumping from one resource to the next like it's a fad diet, and we become full-blown addicts to self-improvement. So when does it end, and when are you finally good enough? It's pretty natural for us to want to improve something that we believe needs to be improved. And every guru out there, every religion, every spiritual concept, every teaching, every self-help book and motivational speaker is going to tell you, in order to improve something in your life, you need to do this one thing, is think better about it. Think better about yourself. Think better about your life, and think better about others. But therein lies the problem, because if we think that our lives need to be improved, then we have to think that we need to be improved. And how can we think good about ourselves in one hand while thinking that we need to improve on the other? It doesn't make any sense. Here's the solution. And a lot of you will probably not accept it, but it's the honest to God truth. You are already perfect. No shit. And I'm going to prove it to you. By the way, if any of this is confusing or you just have a general question, please don't hesitate and ask away in the comment section, because I may make a video entirely on your question. And if you could, it would mean the world to me if you liked this video. If you tell me that you're not perfect because you don't have the career, the wealth, the partner, the kid, the house, the dream job, the lifestyle, I can flip that coin on you and say, well, that's not really fair because that's just your perspective. A billionaire can feel extremely broke if they're only looking at all the money they don't have. That's what I call an ego trap. The ego, our thinking mind, that inner narrator in our head, that's its job. It wants you to think that you are less than perfect to distract you from the present moment, where your salvation, your liberation actually resides. If you want to learn a lot more about ego, be sure to check out this video, by the way. So how do we rewrite the definition of what it means to be perfect so we could start feeling good about ourselves? We have to think about it in a completely different way. I want you to consider some kind of technology like cell phones or artificial intelligence. All technology is at the pinnacle of existence. It is perfect in a sense that it is the best it is right now, and it's also the best it's ever been. Does technology improve with constant investment in resources, energy, and effort? Yeah, and it becomes more perfect. Perfection is not a place or an accomplishment. It's an evolution. Even nature reflects this same truth. The seed is perfect. The seedling is perfect. The sprout is perfect. That fully closed bud is perfect. And that fully bloomed rose is absolute perfection. Neither of them are trying to strive to be something other than what they are. They are perfect just as they are. And even in death, it is perfect. So the key to ensure that you are evolving and expanding through your self-improvement transformation and not suffering through that ever-ending cycle is this. Every step of the way and every single day, you need to convince yourself to believe and to think that you are perfect. That means praising and even celebrating yourself on a regular basis, and especially through the challenging times, because that's when we need to know and feel and hear that the most, while simultaneously finding gratitude and releasing attachment to anything that happens in your life and seeing it all as a vital component for your expansion and evolution. And that has to be habitual. Just like brushing our teeth or changing our underwear, it has to become a daily practice. So the sole reason we don't actually experience growth and development is because we haven't implemented the habits that are necessary to make our transformation sustainable. It's all about the habits. So if you change enough of your habits, you establish a new routine for yourself. And the longer routine is implemented and becomes sustainable, it becomes a new kind of a lifestyle. And what's another term for a new kind of healthier, beneficial, empowering lifestyle? A transformation. The reason we jump from one self-improvement technique or guru or book or podcast to the next is because in that precise moment, it gives us a high. It makes us think and feel better about ourselves, but it's not sustainable. It's like going on vacation or taking a drug. You get that big burst, that high, but then you come crashing back down to reality and you think and believe that you are flawed and that you need to be improved. So the one thing to help you stop relying on the gurus and the books and the podcasts and make you solely responsible for your own transformation is this. You have to create the habits in your daily life of thinking better about yourself, better about your life, and better about others. And you will finally know a true transformation where you will feel at peace with being who you are and the life you are living. As promised, I'm going to give you 5 habits to help you think and believe and feel really good about yourself. Stand in front of a mirror every single morning for 30 seconds. Take a deep breath. Look at your eyes, hold that contact, and tell yourself that you are proud of yourself and that you love yourself just as you are. Start a gratitude journal where you are finding 5 to 10 things or experiences that happen throughout your day that make you feel at peace, or above peace, like joyful, delighted, happy, excited, etc. You're going to write those down every single night. Meditation, this should be a no-brainer. Most people kind of know meditation is a vital resource for retraining the way our mind and brain functions. Do something for your body like a cold shower or bath or grounding. And lastly, thought training. When a thought comes into our mind, it's a neutral thought, but we make it good or we make it bad. And most times we make it bad. So you can train yourself to release the thought. If you're new to that and you want to learn how to master your thoughts and especially get rid of those negative ones, be sure to check out this video. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm so grateful for you.